Let's talk about electric vehicle powertrain assemblies. Come here. Here is the instrument assembly. This is the adaptive modular fuse. Here is the gear lever. OBD point action ignition switch. The following is gasoline fuel tank. This is the brake pedal assembly. And here's the gas pedal. And over here is the powertrain. Engine assembly, generator. Then the brake assembly. And here it is. Agreed. Below is the transmission. Lead acid battery. The top is the kettle. Hot water tank cooling fan. And then there's the brake pump with the horns. Here is an exhaust pipe assembly. And a silencer. And here's a little circuit diagram of the system. This is the battery voltmeter. Accelerator pedal signal voltmeter. Throttle signal voltmeter. There is also information pressure signal voltmeter. And then there's this. Full setting switch. We will now carry out the training operation of the powertrain. Here, let's turn on the power switch inside first. See if the gear is hung in the P gear. Then turn on the ignition key. Then start the engine. Observe whether the engine is running normally. Presence or absence of jitter. And then we go to the actual demo. Press the brake pedal. Then put it in reverse. Release the brakes. Then I see that our speed has increased. Then this way. You can add the throttle appropriately. Take a look at the RPM. Let's try adding gear. We do training bench measurement and troubleshooting. So first we have a multimeter. There is also a 431 decoder. We are now plugging in OBD. The first, we Let's demonstrate fault node 1 first. We disconnect this fault. After disconnection, next we start the engine. As you can see, this two-cylinder injector doesn't work. The indicator light is not on. Then we turn off the engine and take measurements. Multimeter twisted 83. Measure this fault number 1. Found out that this is broken. After we recover the failure, the multimeter beeps. And then we start the engine. The light is always on. Because the injector works normally, the engine is not shaking either. We're going to do another demonstration of a throttle failure. Fault node 7. We disconnect. Disconnect fault node 7. And then at this point, we can put a little foot on the accelerator. I found that the throttle is not open. Listen to the throttle. It's not open. And then you measure it with a multimeter. This signal line. It's also broken. We can use the decoder to read the fault again. We selected the engine system. Read failure. Turned out to be a throttle failure. Throttle position sensor circuit disconnected. All input is to learn. We restore the factory. Turns out the multimeter is turned on. Failover. Then we will clean up the fault code. We start the engine again. Practical training introduction completed.